Losing a loved one for a second time, a Middle Georgia cemetery is facing backlash over what some would describe as an overgrown property. Good evening and thanks for watching WGXA News at 11. I'm Camille Gale. Victoria Cardenas has the evening off. Overgrown brush as far as the eye can see, and if you look close enough, lies the graves of people who have been there since the 70s. WGXA's Ashton Packer spoke with one family who is making it their mission to find their lost patriarch.
No, you're not looking at my woodland adventure. I'm driving through a cemetery in Macon trying to find the grandfather of a retired Marine.
And she explained to me where my grandfather would be, but based on her description, that was years ago. And since that time, trees have been growing and shrubs, and it was just unkept. It looked like a scene in a horror movie, and it was devastating.
Gary Marion says he and his family have not been able to locate his grandfather's grave for years.
So we are maintaining it now. The families aren't coming out and maintaining it. We're maintaining it, even though we're not, legally obligated to do so.
The owners of the St. Breast Cemetery say they do their best to keep the area maintained. Just a drive through the property proves that there is still much to do. According to Marion, his grandfather was unwittingly buried in a non-perpetual care cemetery. This means that the owners of the land are not legally required to do any maintenance to the plots at all. According to the Georgia Cemetery Association, only perpetual care cemeteries are regulated by the Secretary of State. Those are the ones people are probably more familiar with. They generally have maintenance teams and regular landscaping. In a non-perpetual care cemetery, the remaining family members would have to come out and landscape around their loved one's plot themselves. Perdue says Hutchings Funeral Home is working on having Marion's grandfather's grave landscaped so he'll be able to visit in the future. I went out to try and find Mr. Oliver Spivey myself and had no luck. When you prepare your plans for your loved ones, be sure to pay attention to what kind of cemetery they're buried in. A lower burial cost could likely mean it's non-perpetual care. Years from now, when you want to come visit Grandma, you may not be able to find her. Reporting in Macon, Ashton Packer, WGXA News.